you just take one word to introduce Kobe Bryant, what do you think? Relating, fabulous, or perfectionist? No matter what you think, you must know the NBA superstar Kobe Bryant. Hello everyone, we are Group C. Today we want to introduce the latest news. Kobe Bryant announced he will retire at the end of this season. Our presentation is in 4 main parts. The CNN news, influence to everyone, admire and dislike about Kobe, and our view and conclusion. If you want to talk about Kobe's story, feel free to interrupt to our presentation. Kobe was born in 1978. He is responsible for the shooting guard position in Los Angeles Lakers. He plays NBA ball game for almost 20 years. After 2 years, he joined the NBA player in 1996. He anticipated the NBA All-Star game and started his amazing basketball career. In CNN News report, they talk about 4 points. First, Kobe will retire at the end of this season. Then, he talked about he made the announcement point on Players Tribute website. In the NBA all-time score list, he ranked 3rd. He is down in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Karl Malone. Before he makes the decision, he consulted with Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson. Let's see the video about Kobe retirement news.
A door that was once left lingering open has now been officially closed. 5-time NBA champ, 2008 league MVP, and 3rd on the NBA's all-time scoring list, Kobe Bryant has announced that he will retire at the conclusion of this season. His 20th season with the Los Angeles Lakers. Kobe Bryant announced his retirement in a letter he penned on the Players Tribune, the athlete-driven website he invested in earlier this season. The letter started with, "Dear basketball, from the moment I started rolling my dad's tube socks and shooting imaginary game-winning jump shots in the Great Western Forum, I knew one thing was real. I fell in love with you." The letter continued, "You gave a 6-year-old boy his Laker dream, and I'll always love you for it. But I can't love you obsessively for much longer. This season is all I have left to give. My heart can take the pounding, my mind can handle the grind. My body knows it's time to say goodbye." The Lakers' next road game is Tuesday in Philadelphia, Kobe Bryant's hometown. And whether Kobe wants it or not, that swan song, he's surely going to get a victory tour in these last 66 games. For LakersNation.com, I'm Serena Winters.
In that video, the reporter talked about his announcement already. Briefly, his body tells him that he needs to take a rest and say goodbye to his favorite sport, basketball.
Why does Kobe Bryant want to retire? I think there are 2 reasons that make a superstar cannot help but announce retirement. The first is that he has injury-plagued season since 2013. He plays only 53 games over his last 3 seasons due to injuries to his knee, shoulder, and Achilles tendon. Even though Kobe Bryant has a strong willpower to overcome his injury, he had not been able to do what he once could do. The second reason is the uncompetitive team. Lakers now is in rebuilding time, but looking over the changes Lakers made this offseason, it is hard to see how they are going to get better at the end. They can't recruit another superstar to join in. There are a lot of rookie players in the team. Although some of them with tons of potential, they still lack of experience. With a young team and elderly age, I think it is time for Kobe to leave. Okay, let's see part of video about his performance in the ball game.
introduce why people admire Kobe. And Kobe Bryant undoubtedly is a great man in the legend. He kept amazing us during his 19 years career. Yeah, he has a chance to overcome every situation and prevail. Not to mention he is the youngest player to reach 26,000 points, 5-time championship, 2-time NBA Final MVP, and 3-time All-Star MVP, 1-time NBA season MVP. Well-known record is he scored 81 points in one night, and he does history too in the NBA. He also is the youngest player to appear in NBA All-Star game. Now next, you can see 05 to 0 season is the career high. An average get 35 points per game with 45% field goal rate. How amazing! No wonder many people compare him to Michael Jordan, and he just keep prove his active ability to achieve higher degree, overcome the pain he suffered in 19 years season in NBA with 22 points injured. He still can make sure his body will recover and back to the court. It's just like an unbeatable giant, and every time he fall down, he always finally stand up again. When I was 10 years old, boy, I really like watching NBA, and finally a Friday, afraid of missing any move he play, and cause you never predict when will he make the history.
I would like to talk about why does people dislike or hate about Kobe Bryant. Or from internet, you can type this keyword in the search bar and you may find some reason to discuss why does people hate or dislike Kobe Bryant. There are some reasons that very certainly are important. Others are ridiculous and funny. Therefore, I can point 3 points to discuss this topic: bad temper, lack of humble, and dirty play. Now we are in the first one, bad temper. My title is Never Stop Complaining. To the fan of the NBA, have you ever seen Kobe not complain? Well, you may think that the Gasol brothers are annoying when they are arguing in the court. Well, try to watch a Lakers game. Sure thing get tough when they are losing. You can find Kobe can always be found arguing and complaining with the ref. Even Kobe's fans admit that he spends too much time on complaining. Well, let's just watch this video.
The Trailblazers in scoring.
I like the way the Lakers are moving the ball from one side of the court to the other. They're getting that ball to the guys that need to get it.
Kobe again. Air ball this time.
Yeah. And you know the Blazer crowd loves when Kobe shoots an air ball.
But I would caution them to leave Kobe well enough alone.
Yeah, you don't want to rub it in because we've said.
So Nolan Smith continuing to run the Portland offense right now as we're getting an idea of Terry Stotts. There's a foul on Kobe. No, offensive foul? No, it is on Kobe. As Leon Wood and Trey Maddox kind of communicated together. And that's what Mike Brown saw. He thought that foul was on Nick Batum.
And so did Nick. Nick ran down the other end, and that's what Kobe's saying.
And that's what Kobe's telling Trey Maddox right now, like you're saying. He's saying...
Second part, dirty play. The NBA can be a very physical game, but such a very physical game such as basketball, Kobe can play extremely dirty. Several times in his career, he has felt his arm after being blocked and elbowing player. However, for the most part, he has gotten away with because he does it in an uncovered way. That means when someone I would like to talk about why does people dislike or hate about Kobe Bryant, or from internet you can type this keyword in the search bar and you may find some. Therefore, some audience make a compilation of Kobe's dirty play. Well, let's just watch this mistake.
I bet you elbow a nigga, elbow a nigga, elbow a nigga, elbow a nigga. I bet you stop, motherfucker, stop, motherfucker, stop, stop, motherfucker, stop, motherfucker, stop. I bet you elbow a nigga, elbow a nigga, elbow a nigga, elbow a nigga. I bet you stop, motherfucker, stop, motherfucker, stop, stop, motherfucker, stop, motherfucker, stop. I bet you heard nigga coming out the fucking closet, stay the fuck up on my dick, I feel the bucking, popping, popping. Ain't a hoe, cause I call you bitches liquor store. Niggas that need something in your blood to pump your nuts, bro. Studio gangsters.
Ron Artest said Kobe hit him in his throat. See what happens here. Let's see underneath the basket. Oh, look like Kobe got him with the right elbow up underneath in his throat.
Niggas be getting, I'm mixing screwdrivers with Jake, but don't forget the gin and then I go
over here. He's talking to Kobe.
Wow, here we go. He went right over to Bryant.
Well, now we are moved to the last part. Lack of humble. Kobe wants a team to himself, and that you can adopt it. And after getting everything he wants, the only problem that seems to be that his teammates were not just good enough that Kobe thought. And 5 years after Kobe helped his Lakers team to a playoff, he talks smack about his teammate. That's me. I almost won an MVP with Mark Parker and Kobe Brown on my team. I was shooting 40 times a game. What was I supposed to do? Pass it to the Christmas of Kobe Brown. Well, to the person who doesn't usually watch NBA like me, well, not sure what the point he wants to say. So we also express other few words by Kobe says to the Christmas, Smash Parker. Sorry, he means Smash Parker. That shouldn't have been in NBA, but we were too cheap to pay a point guard, so we let him work on. Well, I think it is really rule about you want to talk a person and he loved this job, he loved his game in NBA, and you talk like this to him, even though he is not good enough at his sport. I think it is really unforgivable. Well, for those reasons, we can know that Kobe doesn't inspire or make his teammate better. Maybe Kobe is truly powerful in the court. His skill may become a good lesson or teaching class for others and beginner in the NBA. But with his arrogance and egos and sarcasm, I think more impossible that Kobe could be a good leader that make his teammates respect.
Okay, let's talk about our view about Kobe. When talking about NBA, Kobe might be the first name comes up from our mind. He is the man everybody say that he is the only one sitting nearby Michael Jordan. He also stood on the court, competed with him when he was a rookie. At that time, he was young and vigorous. He didn't have much experience, but after 19 seasons in NBA, he broke many records. One of them is passing Michael Jordan, became the third in NBA scoring list. He scored more than 32292 points in at least 1,380 games he played. After he passed Michael Jordan's record, people ask whether he felt different because Michael Jordan is always the person he looked up. It was different, Bryant said. I'm so used to being the villain all the time, whenever I go. It took a minute to kind of adjust. It felt good to be appreciated. He's really humble and always working so hard to make game more competitive. On my word, I can say that it is competitiveness that keeps him at the level he plays in the off season. It is competitiveness during games that allows him to dominate offensively and defensively. His competitiveness leads him and his teammates went through every challenge they faced, time after time. One thing to be sure is that he never gives up basketball.